The novel coronavirus pandemic is having a profound impact on economic activities across the country, with the agri sector being one of the most affected. Cashew farmers in the German North District of the Bono Region are already feeling the pinch of the pandemic, witnessing an unprecedented drop in the sales of their cashew produce, which is directly affecting their livelihoods. Now, they call on authorities to hasten efforts in establishing a national board which will facilitate prices of the cash crop in the next window. And Asabit has been engaging some cashew farmers, and here's his report.
Some Ghanaian farmers are losing much of their income as the novel coronavirus pandemic continues to disrupt the global food supply chain. The cashew sector, which is a major export cash crop that generates between $378 million and $981 million annually for Ghana, has also been hit harder by the pandemic, causing huge losses for farmers. Edmond Noah Ajman is the chairman of the German North Cashew Farmers Association.
A year ago, the business wasn't good, so we're hoping that this year will improve. But unfortunately, the Covid-19 has affected us. Those who will come out for them are not coming. And those who have already entered and are buying are feeling reluctant, because they know that you can't, chew them. So if he gives you any price, whether you are happy or not, you have to give it up. So in fact, the COVID-19 has affected the sales this year greatly. Though last year was bad, this year is worse.
Unlike other cash crops like cocoa, which has its market prices determined by a national board, the situation is different with cashew. Mr. Edmond wants government's intervention by setting up a national board for the sector.
And if we talk a lot and they close the border a little, the price goes up. So that's why we're saying government should intervene, so that if it is government price, nothing will dwindle it. You can't buy cocoa less than the price government fixes. So if he fixes the price, I think it will help us.
Until then, the prices of the cashew crop will continue to dwindle in most cases to the disadvantage of the poor farmer.
Last year, the highest was 6 cedis 50 pesos, and the lowest was 2 cedis. And this year, the highest, when they started, farmers, we were pleading for 8 cedis per kilo, but they started with 7 cedis. 7 cedis, 3 days, they came down to 5 cedis. So now the lowest price is 1 cedi 50 pesos.
For the National Secretary of the Ghana Cooperative Cashew Farmers and Marketing Association, Mr. Clement Anani, the partial lockdown on the Greater Accra and Greater Kumasi metropolis has adversely affected the cashew trade, as having access to imports became a huge challenge during the lockdown.
Even though the towns like Accra, we say Greater Accra, Greater Kumasi, they were the areas that were affected. Our major trading activities were also affected. The market days, some of the market days were closed, and the shops were also closed. So you can understand that if places like Kumasi, where our businessmen will go and buy the things at their warehouses or wholesale and come to retail to us, they couldn't go there, then you understand that business has come to a standstill.
Reporting for Joy News, Anas Sabit, Sampa.